Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Keeping Up with the Hornets. My name is Nate, and today we have two very special guests. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Alana.
I'm Justin.
Now, I heard that you guys were semifinalists for the National Merit Scholarship. How do you feel about that?
I was pretty excited to hear about it. I was not expecting that at all. We applied or we didn't apply for it, but, everyone gets told that they might have a chance to get it, and I wasn't expecting that to be me.
I knew that I might be able to, only because the year prior, right after we took our PSAT, I checked with one of my friends, and we kind of looked like, or not right after, but when we got our scores back, I looked with one of my friends, and we kind of saw the average of where it hits, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually have a chance. It wasn't like, oh, I'm totally going to get this, but I was like, maybe, and then when I finally found out, I was like, that's so cool. I was really excited.
Now, when you guys came to Bishop Moore, your freshman year, did you ever think that you would get this far in life?
To be honest, I think going in the freshman year, I wasn't really sure what my path would be. The big thing is, I think going in the freshman year, if I was one of the top people in my middle school, but then you go and there's all these people that are just as smart as you, sometimes much more capable than you, and it means that you're approaching everything a lot differently. So I honestly wasn't sure going in freshman year if I would ever get to the same academic level I was at. I'm very happy with everything and how it turned out, but just going in the freshman year, I didn't expect anything like this.
Honestly, freshman year, I kind of didn't I wasn't that concerned about that kind of thing. I was more concerned in kind of gaining my footing in high school and adjusting to the new environment. So honestly, I didn't focus as much on the academics. I still did fine, but I wasn't as it wasn't as present in my mind, and I wasn't constantly thinking oh, I have to keep getting better. I have to keep getting better. I have to keep going. So wasn't exactly something that I imagined, but I also wouldn't say it wasn't something oh, I'll never be able to do that. I was just kind of focused on other things.
Now, do you guys have any plans for after high school? Careers
Yeah.
Well, college obviously.
Yeah.
But for me, kind of I definitely want to go down something science. Biology interests me a lot. There are a lot of different fields in biology that I really like, but for me, when it comes to actually choosing, it's really difficult because there are so many things that interest me, and there are so many things that I feel I could go down. And just trying to pick one and stick with it kind of makes me sad because I want to do everything. So that would be fun, but obviously it's not quite so realistic.
Yeah, around junior year, I kind of decided that I really like doing chemistry, and I've been actually planning to go into research to do biochemistry and drug research stuff when I go into college. My dream school is Duke, and they have a really good program for that. UF has a decent program, but Duke has a really great research opportunities that I've been very excited to go into. So that's kind of been my main plan with college. Outside of that, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm hopefully I get a research position somewhere at a university or something, but you never know.
Yeah. Now, Alana, I understand that you're the vice president of the gardening club.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that position, have you had how do you feel it has shaped you to who you are now, personally, academically? How has it helped you?
I think it's totally made my passions a lot stronger because gardening and kind of botany and plant keeping has always been something that's really interested me. It started probably in 4th grade when I threw some pumpkin seeds into a random pot, and it just went from there. So getting the opportunity to share it with a lot of people, and especially teach a lot of people, because there are a lot of people out there who don't really know that much about plants. So it's so much fun to kind of share that sort of thing, and I really, really, really like it. So getting that opportunity to start a club where I can share it and not only help other people learn, but also connect with others who also know things and learn things from them, it's pretty awesome.
And Justin, I know you're in the upcoming production of Emma. So first off, how do you find time to not only do rehearsals and practice for the play, but also and also like your school life?
I think it's kind of the same as like any other large activity, like large commitment, like a sport or anything, where it's just you kind of have to make the time for it. During rehearsals, if I don't have anything to do, if they're doing scenes that I'm not in, I'll work on stuff, and I try to get a lot of stuff done at school just to be efficient, so I don't end up having to go to sleep super late every night, you know?
Yeah. So do you guys have any advice for like anyone who's like interested in, you know, like gardening club or like the drama team, or, you know, just like academic advice, like anything for like the younger grades?
In terms of clubs, go for it. If it's something that interests you and you're not super sure, just try it. Like nobody's going to say like, oh, you can't be here, or like if you just have an interest for it. So if it's clubs you're going after, like just try it. Even if you're not sure. And then when it comes to academics, work hard, but don't overwork yourself, because that just is not fun. And kind of the point of learning is to kind of go towards something that you think is going to make yourself greater. And if in trying to pursue that you end up just tiring yourself out, like that's not the way to go. So push yourself, but don't overdo it, you know.
I would say the important thing to keep in mind both for theater, clubs, and academic life is that there are always more people willing to help you than you think there are. So make sure to like look out for those opportunities, because, you know, theater starting in freshman year, it's very intimidating when you have these people that have been doing it their whole life, these seniors that are like ultra skilled going into Broadway or whatever. And I was basically a newbie, and being able to like actually go up to these people and be like, hey, I need help, or like, hey, you know, you do this a certain way, can you like give me some like advice? That's like the most useful thing, because asking for help will allow you to succeed much better than if you just try to do everything on your own. And I kind of find it's the same in academics too. I've always been a person that like asks way too many questions to teachers. Like teachers have been like, you are asking me questions that I've never heard before, so I actually have to like research this real quick. And, you know, they'll come back and give me the answer, but that just helped me expand my learning so much more than I think I would have otherwise if I just sat quiet and never asked questions or looked for help.
Yeah. Now, has anyone inspired you guys throughout your high school year?
Totally my friends. I love hanging out with my friends, and I think they're awesome, and I love like seeing them like do new things and also do their own thing. So it's so much fun to kind of just see what everybody else does and go, that's pretty cool. Like Justin and I have been friends since, I don't even know. We've known each other since probably around kindergarten, and we've been friends for years. So seeing kind of each other grow and everything that we do, and kind of reflecting on that and looking back at how far we've come, it's inspiring.
Definitely. I would double up on that, but I also want to say shout out to Miss Shank. Yes. By far my favorite. Oh my god, Miss Shank is awesome. Yeah. She has been continuously so supportive of me and my education, and just like as a person, she has been so kind to me, and she kind of like she showed me empathy that I had never seen in teachers before, and like really encouraged me to actually like keep improving. And because of that, like I took her honors chemistry class in sophomore year, and now I'm in her organic chemistry class, and I don't think I've had more fun in any other class. She like really works to make sure that we care about what we're learning rather than just like learning for the test. And I just really appreciate being able to get like that like deeper connection with what I'm working with.
Miss Shank is so much fun. I love her. She's the gardening club sponsor, and it's so much fun to see how much passion she has for everything that she does. And she does a lot. She does so much, and even so she puts like all of her spirit into that, and I love her for that. She's so cool.
Now, because you guys are seniors, have you guys had any like lasting memories just throughout the 4 years here at Bishopmore that you would like to say?
I'd have to think for a second.
Totally everything that I've done with my friends.
Yeah.
Kind of even in school, just during school, all the things that we've done, just even if it's just in conversation, just passing from class to class or at lunch, it's just been so nice to talk to everybody because I've really gotten to know how everybody is as a person and kind of get kind of a window into them. And even if we're not talking, even if I'm just sitting with a friend, I can kind of pick up on how they are as a person, you know, the way that they act, the way that they are, and it just makes me feel so much closer to everybody and to all my friends. And, you know, maybe it's not some like big event that is like recorded in my head, you know, as like the high school days, you know, those were the good days for the rest of time. It's more like this is how this person is, this is how the people that surround me are, and I'm really lucky to get to know them.
I've thought about it. I think one of my favorite memories is last year we were doing the Addams Family musical, and I played the role of Lucas Meineke. And at the end of the first show, I had no idea, but a ton of my friends got tickets to go, and we're all there on the same night. And a lot of those people had never seen me act or sing before, because they'd never gone to the shows before. And they came, and like learning that like people actually were like impressed with what I did and like were really proud of me, that felt great. Like that really showed me like the community that I had built with all of my friends at the school, and like showed how much like we all support each other because they had come to support me. And that's like one of those things where it's a very personal thing.
Yeah.
And I think that'd definitely be like one of my top moments.
And he did great, by the way. That was a great show.
Okay. So, if you guys could describe your whole entire high school journey in 3 words, what would they be?
Definitely a bit frantic, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never really think about it, but high school, it feels slow when you're there, but it's stressful, you know. We have so much work to do.
Mm-hmm.
But as time goes on, you kind of realize all of it's passed by, and it's already sophomore year. It's almost the second semester, and it's like, oh my God, where did all that time go? And, you know, I look back at all the people that I met and stuff, and it's just like, it's crazy how much has happened in 4 years. So
Yeah.
I'd say very frantic. Do you have any?
I don't know about like specific words, but like it's been very eye-opening. I've realized a lot how the people around me act and how I can interact with them and how I can, you know, choose the way that I interact with people. You know, because high school is rough and there are also some rougher people. So kind of learning to navigate people that maybe aren't as good for me as I might believe them to be, and kind of learning to, you know, let go of people or connect with new people is, I think, really good. And I think I've really been able to kind of learn how to like kind of conduct myself socially and be able to do things that are good for me and good for others. You know?
Now, were there any like values or life lessons that you've had throughout your journey?
I think something that I've really learned to value is just my academics in general, in the sense, like I said earlier, I really love people, and like I love when people just learn because they love to learn.
Yeah.
And I think that's something I've really started to try to emulate in my life, because it's so enriching to like be able to learn new things every single day and come a little smarter, a little bit more mature. And it's also helped me a ton with my schoolwork, because I'm getting myself actually interested in the concepts we're talking about, like our discussions that we're having in AP Lit about Dante's Inferno I've loved having, and like I said, my organic chemistry class I've loved. And actually caring about these things and like devoting myself time outside of class to learn more, I think has like really enriched my experience.
Yeah. I think for me, kind of, it's the same thing, but building a bit off of that. As you know, when I was younger, I was always, you know, one of those people who love to learn and stuff like that. But now I'm in a setting where I'm surrounded by other people and other instructors who also love to learn or who also love to teach. So kind of getting to bounce off of people like that, where we're all kind of working for that common goal instead of maybe just myself or maybe like one other person. It's so much fun because it's like, oh, we're all interested in this. We all want to like do something new, and then, you know, we get ideas and we keep going and it's so much fun.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on being semifinalists for the National Merit. That is a really big accomplishment. You two should really, give
Thank you.
yourselves a pat on the back. But yeah, do you guys have any final words? Inspirational messages or anything?
I think kind of let yourself be your own guide. Don't necessarily bend to what others tell you to do, but do take into account what they say, especially if you trust them. But ultimately, let yourself make your own decisions because that's how it's going to be from here on out.
I'd say that ultimately in high school, it's not how well you do in your classes or your grades that necessarily matter, but the connections you make with people and the lessons that you learn, the life lessons that you learn in general.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get a grade in life, but you can certainly apply the things that you learn from other people anywhere beyond here.
I'm of the opinion that high school is kind of the training grounds for real life. So
Yeah.
it's like, this is the best time to learn how to work with other people, how to build your identity, how to make friends, how to choose the right friends. So take advantage of that all you can, and study, but don't like spend your whole life just like studying and trying to get the best grade in every class, because there's more to life outside of that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for coming on. And to our viewers, we will see you in the next episode. All right.